The Brooklyn Nets season ended in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Milwaukee Bucks. Kevin Durant was able to play the series of his career, and he played at least 48 minutes twice, but he didn't have enough help from his supporting cast to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Of course, you can always say, if they were healthy, they most likely would have won. But the truth is, they had enough to get to the next round. Injuries is something a lot of teams had to deal with in the playoffs this year. This season was a bust for the Brooklyn Nets, and there will be even more pressure to get the job done next season. There are a lot of decisions for the Nets to make this offseason. They will have a lot of free agents, and there was a report that Spencer Dinwiddie will opt out of the last year of his deal. The Nets have a huge payroll. As of right now, the Nets are $56 million over the cap and $38 million over the luxury tax. Finding a way to sign a productive player to a minimum contract would be a priority. And with this pick late in the first round, it could help. With the 27th pick in the draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Miles McBride from West Virginia University. Some call him Deuce McBride. You may think that Brooklyn's big three is good enough offensively to win a championship, but adding more good defenders wouldn't hurt, and that's the number one skill that Deuce brings to the table. He measured in at the NBA Combine at 6'2" with a 6'9" wingspan, which is very impressive for a player of his height. That helps him so much on defense. Deuce can make it real uncomfortable to dribble around him. He is good at denying the ball, anticipating passes, applying pressure at the point of attack, fighting through screens, help side rotations, and blowing up plays in transition. On offense, he's as solid as they come. His entire offensive game has improved over the last couple of years. He knows how to run an offense and takes good care of the ball. Deuce really thrived in catch and shoot opportunities, which will be important playing for the big three in Brooklyn. He has the speed and quickness to attack the lane and finish at the rim, and had a knack for drawing fouls as he averaged 7 free throw attempts per game. And when he got there, he converted on 81% of them. With the 44th pick in the draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Nashon Holland from Virginia Commonwealth University, aka Bones Highland. This guy has great range on his jump shot. Not only is he capable of making a three ball, but he has the audacity to pull up from anywhere on the court. Holland has tremendous confidence as a prospect. His pull-up game is good, but he also can get it off the dribble. He has good handles, quickness, and speed to get to the rim with either hand. Holland has the skill level to score from anywhere on the court. He was a career 40% three-point shooter at VCU on 6 attempts per game. He shouldn't have any problem getting buckets on the next level. He's definitely more of a scorer than a facilitator. He stands at 6'3", but has an impressive wingspan at 6'9", which leads to a lot of deflections and steals. But he only weighs 169 pounds, so he might struggle to defend bigger NBA guards. But he has a good feel for the game and plays with a lot of energy and competes on every possession. I believe it would suit Highland better if he played with a point guard so he can focus more on scoring the ball. With the 49th pick in the draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Johnny Juzang from UCLA. He was among the prospects that raised his draft stock the most during the NCAA tournament. His combination of size at around 6'7" and his shot-making ability is what NBA scouts are most intrigued about him. He can score in a lot of different ways, off the dribble, off the catch, with his back to the basket, and at the rim. You could say he's one of the most improved players in the country after only averaging 3 points a game at Kentucky the year before. That is clear evidence that Juzang is willing to put in a lot of work to improve his game. He measured at the combine at 6'7", 210 pounds with a 6'10" wingspan, so he has the size to play the 2 and the 3. With the 59th pick in the draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Jhon Huf from the University of Virginia. It looks like Nick Claxton is on track to be the starting center for Brooklyn next season, and DeAndre Jordan is getting older and probably won't get many minutes going forward. So drafting another young center with this spot would be very beneficial. Huf is a mobile big man standing around 7'1", who can make an impact on both ends of the court. He has the ability to step out and hit the three-point shot consistently. Huf made over 38% from 3 in his college career on 3 attempts per game. He also made 83% from the free throw line, which is another sign that his shot will translate in the NBA. Huf was a great shot blocker at Virginia. He averaged 2.6 blocks per game in his final season in college. Even though he can block a lot of shots, he still needs to get stronger to be able to handle banging with NBA centers one-on-one. And Huf may struggle guarding the pick and roll because of lack of lateral quickness. He has a lot of flaws, but he still brings value with his outside shooting and shot blocking.